Hello, Aries. It's umomgtarot, and this is your Are They Even Interested tarot card reading. So, if you like your own personal reading, check out the description. There's a link to my website. And here is your first card. Let's do this. All right, Aries, are they even interested? Let's figure out who we're talking about. First card, Sagittarius, fellow fire sign. So the energy imbues power, superior confidence, and enthusiasm. With faith, good fortune, and authority. Jupiter energy in the mix. Hello. Good energy so far. Attractive person, thick thighs, cute face. Now we have Libra energy, and this energy is diplomatic and gracious. It seeks harmony and balance in relationships. So there's air energy in the mix, and so we know this person is sophisticated to some degree, a little intellectual, if you will, and also charming and charismatic, because this is Libra energy. And with that Venus energy that rules over Libra, we're getting somebody who's probably attractive as well, but they love beauty, art, and then the Jupiter energy makes it even more expansive, and maybe you got something to learn from this person. All right, so then we have Aquarius energy, and this energy is freedom-loving, rebellious, idealistic, and technological. Aquarius. Okay, so we have an intellectual here. No doubt about it. This is an individual, an independent person. This is a trait that you yourself have, but this is a different strain of it, and this is what makes you attracted to this person. They seem very free-spirited, rebellious, and charming, so it just makes them feel like this unique individual in this world, and they constantly surprise you. Their personality may be one of something like you've never experienced before. Like they have their own thought processes that are interesting to you, and they're always on an adventure, or they seem like they always got something going on. They're always doing something that you maybe never would have even thought to do. So that's what would be enticing about this person. Now let's have a look at if they are interested. I'm using the Tattoo Tarot. All the decks that I use are in the description. If you care, if you connect with any of the decks that I use, just remember that. And here's your first card. The Hanged Man. Okay, some of you have been doing the waiting game with this person, waiting for them to come around, waiting to shift their perspective. There's Neptune energy in here as well, which makes for a lot of daydreaming and a lot of like somewhat delusion. So this person might be very like, you know, although this person's interesting and unique and you admire that, you might think that on some topics their head's in the clouds. And then we have the Queen of Swords. Okay, so this person might be very stubborn with how they are. And they might be very guarded as well as it relates to you. And I think the theme here is waiting for something to even happen. Like you've been waiting for them to make a move, or wondering if you should make a move. But this person seems very guarded, and that would kind of make me hesitate. You know, if you had these angry eyebrows and a sword, I'd be like, okay, well, maybe I won't show affection towards you, because if normal person, if they weren't interested, they'd be like, okay, well, I'm not interested. So, I'm flattered. This person might be guarded and be like, what? Who sent you? You know, they might be on the defense. However, this person is, all this air energy, they could be a little more level-headed than that. Of course, it might just speak to them being guarded about relationships or about you for some reason. The next card is the Knave of Coins. Yeah, they may be guarded because there might be an issue of money. I can't afford a relationship. Or we work together. Or we're doing business. I don't mix business with pleasure. You know, they might have some sort of intellectual stance on why their wall is up. The Knave of Coins shows a person who is seeking opportunity and offering opportunity, and interested in the busybody work of establishing a new opportunity. And he's in reverse. So it's like this opportunity may not be perceived as the opportunity that you see it as to this person. So that also contributes to their wall being up, their guard being up. And even if it's the case that you're the one with your guard up, they may be viewing you as somebody who is very serious or very independent and maybe not into that, and they need like that type of balance, but they may not see the way that the balance occurs between you and them. We have that Libra energy. I know Libra is your polarity. It's your opposite sign. We see the theme of independence that you can relate to with Sagittarius and Aquarius energy. The Libra balancing that out makes it feel like you and this person may be compatible. Just because you have the same traits, but it's like a different strain, like I said. But the independence, like if you have two people that can appreciate individuals who are independent, but then those two people are very independent, so can they come together? Like, you know what I mean? Like it's like what we have in common could be an opportunity in one perspective, but it looked like not an opportunity to the other. So let's keep going. We have the King of Cups. I feel like this person may lack a little bit of emotional intelligence and sensitive energy towards relationships. King of Cups is like they may be mature or presenting as the level of maturity and ability to articulate feelings, thoughts. But again, it might be the showmanship of it all with the Libra charm. This person may not have or may still be on the path of developing the King of Cups emotional intelligence when it comes to relationships, emotional matters and sensitivity, compassion. So they like it might even be that they understand it so well that they're manipulating it. They're manipulating how they can tug at people's heartstrings. They may be like, they could be stringing you along, or they could know that you like them and, you know, kind of not taking it for the opportunity that it is, and just having some hesitance just because they are emotionally intelligent, but like it's not feasible to provide that emotional intelligence in this situation. All right, so then we have the Temperance card, and that gives us a little more Sagittarius energy, but it also gives us, let me move this over here. It also gives us a little bit of obsession. A little bit of obsession. So let's look at this as a whole. Okay, so the Temperance card being in reverse, it feels kind of like a wanting reconciliation, but not necessarily wanting it for like the pure reason. Like it might be again the showmanship type stuff. So it feels like this person, like it feels like if this is not a warning to have your guard up when it comes to this person, because what they may see as an opportunity may not align with what you see as an opportunity. Ultimately, this person would like balance in their relationships, and that's what they're kind of oriented around: being harmonious in relationships, being free, being rebellious, being independent. So if you can relate to that, then you may understand where they're coming from, but they may not see the opportunity presented in front of them as an opportunity because of this guarded energy. So if you are the guarded one, then know that it is having an effect on the way this person perceives you. Let them walls down if you want to soften this, because these cards are pretty good when they're upright. And so that means the energy is there. But the Queen of Swords energy is what's kind of made everything shift to a questionable place, a non-hell yeah, this person's interested place. Because the opportunity of the Knave of Coins, it could mean that they want to give their time, their resources, their money, you know, or you know what I mean, like their themselves to you, and they see the potential of that. But again, we can't go nowhere if there's a wall up. And so I mean, again, it might be even the thing where this person goes, hey, do you want to help me move this weekend? And you're like, I want to get sweaty, bro. It's like, no. But that was an opportunity for this person for bonding in a real life situation. And you're like, no, we'll have dinner. We'll have a dinner date or something like that. But this person was, you know, seeing this as the opportunity. So you want to check that kind of stuff. King of Cups, as far as like potential emotional manipulation, this person just may be a little, like they might have a blind spot as far as when it comes to relationships. These top three cards that we pulled from the Zodiac, there's no cups, there's no water, there's no, babe, thought about you earlier, thought you might like this, until we get to the King of Cups and he's in reverse. So I feel like the emotional intelligence is a question of controversy when it comes to this person. They may not get the cues, and they may just be, even if you're not the Queen of Swords, they may be perceiving you as the Queen of Swords. You know, a lot of people get into this weird space when they're will they won't they-ing with someone, and then people misperceive the cues or whatever. But you know, you might be guarded because you don't want to get your feelings hurt, you don't want to feel embarrassed, you don't want to whatever, but that bold Aries way, I'm not sure if that's the case. That boldness might be mistaken for being a harsh Queen of Swords that's hard to crack, and this person not really thinking they have the emotional intelligence to do so, but they do. They're just... I'm wondering if it's one of those things where I don't want to make a bad impression, so let me try to manipulate situations. Like, you know, let me get my friend to pretend they're gonna rob you, and then I save you, and then we get to talking. Like little things like that that are like, okay, well, a little manipulative. You looked me up and stuff like that, and you know, might be in that. But Temperance card giving us that little hint of obsession. They may be more into you than originally perceived here, okay? They may be daydreaming, and then we end up here with obsession. Feels like they're almost into you, but in a I'm not sure what's going to happen way. Like, I don't know how to proceed way. I see an opportunity, but I don't see how to proceed with this opportunity. I see somebody who's guarded, so I might have to take my sweet time. I might have to, you know, emotionally manipulate because I'm not as confident when it comes to this person. Usually I'm really confident, so I'm going to go to some pickup artists and do their course or whatever the heck, their workshop. And yeah, Temperance in reverse, giving a little bit of obsession at the end, giving a lot of like emotions that are not fueled, that are not fueling action. It's like I'm all up in my head about this, and with all these air signs, thought processes might make them overthink. So I see what they're saying, and let's hope they're not a pessimist, because then it would make sense why they would perceive a Queen of Swords type energy. You're not gonna get one over on me. Oh, that might even be why she's there, because there might be a little bit of that King of Cups emotional manipulation, and like that's the thing that'll be the red flag for the Queen of Swords. Don't try to dupe me into some feelings. Okay, come at me correctly. Come at me correctly. But if you have different love languages, that might be where the discrepancy is. Yeah, it seems like this person is into you. It seems like they are interested. They just don't know how to proceed without kind of somewhat, you know, emotionally manipulating you. But isn't that what everyone does? Whatever. You know, you're wearing that top because you want to make a good impression. Want what? Or you know you borrowed that Lambo because you wanted to. Anyways, there it is. That is your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment, share the video, and if you'd like your own personal reading, please check out the description. There's a link to my website. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Ciao.